Xavier, your decision to declare for the draft, but not hire an agent. Why is this the right decision for you?
I think it's the right decision for me and my family. Just after assessing the process and speaking with Coach Ham and Coach Jones, and just sitting back and seeing where I was after this year and the year before that, and just kind of just going out there and testing the waters, just to be able to get some feedback on where I am and where I'll be in the draft, and then kind of go from there.
What kind of information are you looking for during this process?
Information to be able to kind of solidify a spot for me, and just to know where I am, basketball wise, obviously, and to be able to go from there. And then after that process is done, to sit down with my family and sit down with Coach Ham and the coaching staff, and reassess again.
How valuable is this new rule for someone like you? Because you have an opportunity to go to the combine, meet with teams, but still stay in school, still work with your coaches here at Florida State.
I think it's very, very valuable. I think it gives a student athlete the opportunity to be able to test the waters and see where he really is in the process, without losing his eligibility to come back to college. And I think that's great, because in the past kids would go kind of blindly, just hoping that they would get drafted and not be able to come back to school. Whereas this year you're able to go, and if you don't like the feedback that you get, you're able to come back and still stay in school and play college basketball.
When the rule was announced, did you like notice it and think, hey, that's something that could be useful for me?
You know what? We were in the middle of the season,
Mhm.
and I didn't even know the rule existed until after the season was done. So it was news to me, but it was good news, just to know that you could go through that process.
Do you have a timeline in mind, or is it just you're going to play it by ear and see how long this is going to take?
Speaking of Coach Ham, I think that's the best thing for me, just to play it by ear. Just we have a few weeks leading up to that process, so I'm just going to be working my butt off in the gym with Coach Jones, and going a couple of times a day and just getting ready. And like I said, when it gets to that time, I'll sit down with Coach Ham and Coach Jones again, and reassess where I am and where I will be in the future.
You feel like the staff was pretty supportive, Coach Ham and Stan and those guys?
Coach Jones and Coach Ham have been my biggest supporters since I got here. And talking with Coach Ham today, he was happy for me. All he wants to do is see me succeed since I got here, and he's been one of, if not the biggest supporter of myself, and I love him to death. And he said he's going to do everything possible and in his power to be able to help me.
How has Florida State helped you prepare for this process?
It's helped me. It's helped me a lot. Just being here over the summers, training with CY, and working out with Coach Gates during the season, and same thing with Coach Jones. And they've done a really good job of helping prepare us physically and mentally. I think that's an aspect that's kind of overlooked, is the mental preparation that goes into the game. And Coach Jones is a guru when it comes to that. We call him the Zen when it comes to that type of stuff, because he's so great with it. But they've helped me tremendously.
What are you hoping to show to scouts or whoever it may be over the next couple of months?
Just put my skill set on display. The fact that I can run a team, being a point guard, and the fact that I can be a lead guard and also score when I need to score. And I think that's something that I'm gonna be able to display, and something that I'm continuing to work on, and, as well as my decision making and stuff like that. So, like I said, I have a few weeks here in the gym to be able to get ready for workouts and the combine and stuff like that, and I'm gonna be working my butt off.
Was it a difficult decision for any reason? Or, I mean, it kind of seems like you don't really have anything to lose.
Exactly, and that's the whole thing about the new rule. You don't really have anything to lose. If you don't like where you're at, you can always come back to school, and coming back to Florida State is not a bad option at all.
Right.
To be able to play in the ACC against the top talent in the country on a day in and day out basis is something special, and that's an option that's going to be very valuable to me in the future in coming back. And like I said, there's absolutely nothing wrong with coming back and playing another season with the coaching staff that we have, and the amazing group of guys that we have as well.